my mother, but my dog Rebel. My dog Rebel, I got him as a puppy when I was born. He was half golden retriever and half golden lab. And he went everywhere with me to go get the cows. And he was actually a hunting dog, but he worked as a cow dog too. We had a collie at one point that was a cow dog. I think his name was Laddie. And but Rebel went everywhere with me. We'd roam and roam and roam and walk and run. And he was a food stealer. He'd lay for me outside the house and steal my sandwiches. Ice cream sandwiches, he loved them, and bologna sandwiches. I made thick, big bologna sandwiches, and I'd have to go out the house with my hand in the air. He'd wolf that thing down. You don't like sharing your sandwich with the dog, so he'd let him have the whole thing. So he'd lay for me and stole a lot of food. Anyway, he'd get excited about retrieving ducks. We had 130 acres of swamp. And that's where our cow lane went back to. Farmers today don't know what it's like to have a cow lane because they're too busy making money, big money. Back in the day, people would have a lane back to a lake. Farmers that owned lakes and swamps. And you'd pasture the cows during the day out in the back pasture. So in the evening, you'd have to go get the cows. The best job I had. And then you go, come boss, come boss, come boss. And sometimes I'd sing them the cattle call. I'm in no mood to sing the cattle call right now. Eddie Arnold did it. He had a heck of a voice. But that place I worked for ended up killing my dog. Building that ugly place. Because Rebel got 14, 15 years old. His eyesight was lost and he still had some eyesight. But the last thing a Labrador loses, he was half golden retriever, is their nose. So to get him into the house, he'd sleep in the back room in the house with us. And he had the flashy yard light to let him know to come in. His hearing was shot, so he was at the end of his life, but he got run over by the construction workers that built that ugly place I worked for 38 years. So not only was it a miserable place to be, they killed my dog. And then Rebel, I buried him out by the garden. I buried many a dog out back in the farm. And that's when Mama told me dogs don't go to heaven. We could put a song with this. If you can get a song, Elvis Presley doing Old Shep.